안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 잘 들리세요? 네. 벌써 많은 분들이 들어와 계시네요. There are a lot of people waiting already. So this is the first time that I didn't actually plan for a live Q&A session, and I just turned on the feature on YouTube. So I wasn't sure whether it was going live already or not. So apparently it's just sent out a notification. 안녕하세요. And people are already here. And I just turned on the go live button because I was setting up the monitors. 모니터 지금 제 앞에 하나 그리고 여기 하나 세팅하고 뭐 그러느라고 그다음에 썸네일 사진도 다시 찍고 하느라고 이제 들어왔습니다. So, can you hear me okay? Hello from everywhere. Hello from Portugal, Argentina, Canada. 안녕하세요. How are you guys? 여러분, 네, 다들 건강하시죠? You just received your Talk to Me in Korean books today. Yeah, thank you. 네, all right. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Perfect. We are also doing well. Many of our followers on Instagram and Talk to Me in Korean users have sent us messages asking us if we are okay, and we are all healthy. So thanks for asking, and thanks for staying healthy. We also get a lot of messages on Instagram from people telling us, where is it? Telling us that they are staying at home and studying Korean. All right, 안녕하세요. Hopefully this screen will stay on. 네. Oh, Fight Star Fox Wolf says, 나는 did a lesson. So this person said, 나는 did a lesson. This is a good kind of fragmented, incomplete sentence because you got to start somewhere. You know, 나는, and you want to say did a lesson, but you know, you're not ready to form a complete sentence in Korean, but it's still okay. You can do something like this. I used to do this all the time with English. You say one thing in English and just finish the rest of the sentence in Korean language. 연결이 불안정합니다. 다시 연결하는 동안 잠시 기다려주세요. So the connection was unstable for a second. So in a public setting, you want to go with 존댓말. 저는 레슨 하나 공부했어요. So a lesson, a class is usually 수업, but with online courses and lessons that are in an app, people usually refer to them as lesson. And outside of that category, if you say lesson, it's a private lesson, like a piano lesson or a tutoring lesson, you know? So that's good. 네, 학교 끝냈어요. 이제부터 한국어를 더 배울 수 있어요. Okay, when you finish school, there can be, you know, many different situations. You finish school as in you graduate. In that case, you can say 어제 졸업했어요. Or you can say 어제 학기가 끝났어요. If your semester ended. What are we doing, Jimmy Levi? We are having a live chat, answering questions about the Korean language. We do this from time to time, usually not at this time of the day. Kyungwa usually does this at 11 a.m. Korean Standard Time every Friday, usually using a book, but I like to do just general Q&As. Sasha, will more Talk to Me in Korean books be available as ebooks? Yes, we always say yes to this question, but we are finally moving faster. We are contacting a bunch of agencies that can convert books into ebooks. It'll take a few weeks, but we want to start making ebooks so that people who cannot wait for books to arrive can use ebooks. But there will be some differences between physical paper books and ebooks because, obviously it's hard to incorporate all the tables and all that into an EPUB format. So we'll see. 코로나 바이러스 상황은 어떻습니까? William Fox. Yes, how's the situation regarding the COVID-19 virus situation in Korea? Well, things are getting better, I think. A lot of people are affected, obviously. But yeah, we are being careful and people are taking precautions and being very cautious. Kids are staying at home. School is still not starting until, it has been postponed by a month. So, of course, there's a lot of frustration in the households because kids can't go to school and at least one parent has to stay with the kids. It keeps turning off. So my kids are staying at home. So with my wife and my mom-in-law. And it's a lot of work. I try to go home earlier than usual. Okay. If you have any specific questions about the COVID-19 situation in Korea, ask me. I will try to give my best answers. Thank you for the compliments, saying that I'm a great teacher. Thank you. I try. I want to help as many people as possible in the best ways possible to learn Korean. 한국어 여러분이 정말 잘 하실 수 있게 항상 도와드리고 싶어요. Okay. Every live chat we have this question and I love answering this question. What is the difference between 지금 and 이제? 지금 is now. 이제 is now. But with 이제, you have to have some kind of transition in the state of things. Like 지금 is just now very neutrally. And then you have something happening and then now this is happening. In that case, you can say 이제. You can't really say 이제 just starting a sentence when there was nothing going on in the first place. Is there a difference between 어휘 and 단어? 어휘 is vocabulary, 단어 is word. Just like the English words vocabulary and word are a little bit different. 어휘 is more formal than 단어. Okay, 코로나 검사는 다들 하는 거예요. Is everyone getting tested? No. If you have some symptoms, which usually starts with a fever, you call because you don't want to just directly go to a hospital. And if you get, if you are tested, if your test result is positive, you are going to make the hospital shut down for a few days at least. So and then you go there, and I heard there's usually a line, and you wait for your turn, and you get tested, and you usually get the test results back in a text message the next day, usually the next day. So not everyone, but Korea has tested over, I believe, 200,000 people, which is, I think, very good. Okay, 앵흐수렌 asks, 안녕하세요. 저보다 나이 많은 사람들이랑 이야기할 때 나를 어떻게 쓰는지 모르겠더라고요. So 나. Okay, I will put 나 here. 나 is what we're talking about right here. 나 is I, and 저 is also I. And when you speak with somebody that you met for the first time, it is always better to go with 존댓말. Is my face too dark here because I'm backlit? Maybe I can close the blinds. But anyway, 나 is only okay in casual language. Plus, when you refer to yourself in a more indirect manner. So usually just go with 저. Always say 저. And then when you quote yourself or your own thought, you can say 나. For example, 저는 예를 들어서 저는 이렇게 생각해요. I think like this. And then you say 그런데 나는 이런 걸 하고 싶다라고 생각이 들면 그때는 저는 이렇게 해요. So when you are quoting your own thought, when I think that I want to do something, it's okay to incorporate the word 나 or 내가, the casual versions of I or my, but usually don't say 나, okay? Only use it with somebody that you can safely and comfortably speak 반말 to the shortened or the casual language, because 반말 means half language. You drop the yo's at the end. Is there a way to watch your live streams after they have ended? Kyunghwa's live streams are not saved for later viewing, but this one and my other live streams will be saved for later watching. So you can watch this just by coming back to our YouTube channel. Okay. 현우쌤 주변에 코로나 걸린 사람들 있나요? Fortunately, no one. 네, 없습니다. 그리고 is there a Korean word for vegan? Yes. 비건. So vegan food is 비건 음식. I am vegan is 저는 비건이에요. I mean, some people might ask you what is 비건? It's a new word to many people, but you can explain. You can say 저 채식해요. You know, there's a slight difference, right? So yeah, you can say vegan and then explain what vegan is. I am a left-handed person I'm left-handed in Korean. Okay, I think it's a good word that we've never covered before. Yeah. 왼손 is your left hand. 오른손 is your right hand. I'll make the font a little smaller so that I can write more lines in one page. And then you put 잡이 at the end. 잡이. 잡다 is to grab, hold something. 잡아요. So 왼손, when you are left-handed, your dominant hand is your left hand. 왼손이잖아요. 그래서 물건을 왼손으로 잡아요. You grab your pencil, your chopsticks, your spoon with your left hand 잡아요. 왼손잡이. Okay? 오른손잡이. I'm a right-handed. 양손잡이. 양손. 양손 is both hands. Okay? When was the last time you met with Oli and Josh? It was a couple months back. They are releasing a series on their 영국 남자 channel right now. I think they published a new episode yesterday. I didn't get to watch it yet. Oli and Josh brought Oli's daughter Juno to Korea for the first time, and they wanted to have Juno experience several things for the first time. And one of the things that they wanted her to have or experience was meeting or making Korean friends. So they came over to our place, and Juno and Yul and my friend Hugh's son, Yul, Kwon-yul, his son's name is also Yul. So my son is Son-yul and Hugh's son is Kwon-yul. The three kids played together and then we filmed it together. So I think in a couple of weeks, you will see an episode on the 영국 남자 channel where my little one and Juno are playing together. They didn't talk much to each other because Juno only speaks English, Yul only speaks Korean, but it was fun. It was funny and fun. How do I improve listening comprehension if I don't live in Korea? Well, you have to be patient, precious O. You have to be a little bit more patient because it takes time to build your listening comprehension skills. You just listen to a lot of stuff, and if you only passively listen without practicing pronunciation, making your pronunciation better, it's not going to improve quickly enough. So listen to a lot of stuff that is right for your level. We have a lot of stuff for various levels. Just go to our website, and or if you go to talktomekorean.com/audio, you can see all the audio tracks for our books and start saying things out loud. It takes time, at least a few months until before you can say things out loud comfortably. Thomas, thank you for the super chat comment. And it says, "Hey you, £3 감사합니다. 정말 감사합니다. Thank you so much." Telenovas says, "I can't memorize words and when I listen to a video in Korean, I don't understand." Well, when you listen to something or watch something and you don't understand, it just means that that thing you're watching is not at your level yet. So watch something else, something that's easier to understand. And memorizing words, I always emphasize, learn a new word in a context. Pick up a word and find ways to use it in sentences that will be about your life that you can say about yourself. It's going to make things easier. Difference between 말, 마디, 한마디. 말 is language, word, okay? 말, 마디, 한마디. 말 is not a horse here. It means words or language. 말, 무슨 말이에요? What are you saying? Or 할 말이 있어요. 할 말이 있어요. I have something to say. So something that you want to say or something that somebody says is 말. 마디 is when you divide the said words in small portions. So one chunk, one part of somebody's words. So 한마디 means one thing to say. So 한마디 해주세요. Say one thing about this and that. Like usually at awards ceremonies or interviews, 마지막으로 한마디, your last message. If you are talking to somebody that you have to be very respectful toward, you say 한 말씀 instead of saying 마디. Okay. Oh, another super chat comment. Where is it? Where is it? I see it at the top. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. It's there. 박도하님, thank you for the £5 super chat comment. 감사합니다. I didn't see it earlier. 감사합니다. Are we planning to release a Talk to Me in Korean app? So many people think that the apps that are in the app stores are made by us. They are not. You can already find Talk to Me in Korean apps that are available in the app stores, but they are either fan-made or just companion apps that are automatically generated through some other services that we're using. We did not make an app yet, and it's because you can pretty much do everything on our mobile website, but we will launch our app this year for sure. You will see it. It'll be based on our current website, but we will add other features, and we plan to release several apps over the next few years, helping you learn Korean. So yes, 기다려주세요. In my opinion, in your opinion, why are we living this life? I'm still trying to, figure out. It's a deep question. 아주 깊이 있는 질문입니다. Okay. 대여하다, 대출하다. So 대여하다 is they both mean to borrow something or to loan something. 대여하다 is usually borrowing or renting a car or a bicycle, books, etc. 대출하다 is almost always used with money. You borrow money from the bank. You get a loan. The only other exception that you can use 대출하다 with is books from a library. You will see 책 대출. Sometimes in some libraries you see 대여. So that's the difference. Okay, let me try to read more messages. 박도하님, thank you for your books and your lessons. Thank you. And Huda Difawi, I have problem with speaking and listening. Well, the only thing I can say to you is just spend a little more time on learning and you will get more confident. Yeah, please don't give up. Anna B asks, how difficult is it to understand Koreans when they use dialects? Do you have any tips for understanding thicker dialects? Well, there's no good approach to understanding all the dialects automatically. You just have to look at the context. I have been exposed to a lot of different dialects ever since I was young, so I find it fascinating that people speak in this small country speak so many dialects. But there are just words that you can never like even guess the meaning of. You just have to learn the new vocabulary. So just pile up new information. That's it. That's all I can say. How's my life going? Krisha Bawa. How's my life going? That's a very good question. I actually ask myself this question every single day, every morning. I think I'm doing well. Yeah, my life is going well. Maybe you just asked it in a more casual way, but it felt deep to me. Okay. Chloe says, when can we be formal or informal? Always. I mean, I think the term formal and informal can be the formal language. You can be still very close to your boss, very close to your parents-in-law, but still use 존댓말, which is translated to formal language. So the term formal or the term informal doesn't always mean formal relationships or informal relationships. It's just the language that you use. So always go with the formal language, and then when the other person says, oh, you can speak 반말 to me because I'm younger than you or we're the same age, in that case you can go informal. Aga, 하늘배 asks, what does aga mean? Is it used between lovers? 아기 is the correct 아기, 애기, 아가. So 아기 is the standard form for baby, and 애기 is a cuter form, 애기, and 아가 is also a more poetic, form. So 아기 is the most standard dictionary form of the word for baby, and 아가, 애기, 애기야. Yeah, so people do use 애기 definitely 애기 for their husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, lover. But I'm not sure about aga. Aga is usually used in song lyrics, referring to an actual baby. Okay. Caitlin London, I have to sleep now, but thank you for being a great teacher and inspiration. Thank you. You stay healthy too, and have a good night. Telenovas asks how to stay motivated. I want to master Korean, but I'm not motivated enough. Well, I'm positive that you are motivated in some ways. You are watching this. Oh, I almost missed the super chat comment. Thomas, okay, I'll get back to this question. So just find something that makes you happy and excited, and just do that more often. I also struggle with motivation sometimes with language learning. I made a new Twitter account, Coreano conmigo, in Spanish. I don't get to go on it every day, but I will go on it every day. Again, the account name it's my personal project, Coreano conmigo. And by creating that, I gave myself an opportunity to, an excuse to speak more or write more Spanish every day. So find something that makes you excited. Thomas, thank you for the super chat question. When I can come to Korea? Do you know when I can come to Korea? Okay, I'll answer that right after this. Catherine Pennett, thank you for the super chat comment. Do you have any tips on learning Korean in general? I just bought your new book and my first 500 Korean words book. But before that, I stopped learning grammar and tried to learn some more vocabulary. So before the chats were gone, I need to read them. So Thomas's question, I'm not sure when the travel restrictions are going to be lifted between countries. I'll have to check on that, like whether there's a specific restriction for people from France coming into Korea. I do know that Korean people studying abroad or working or traveling in Europe have no trouble going back into the country right now. So yeah, but I think it'll have more to do with the health-related situation. When is it okay to travel anywhere in the world? When will people feel safe enough to travel to another country, right? Before, travel was something just purely exciting, purely motivating. You just want to go somewhere, right? But now I think it's unfortunate. Personally, I think that it's unfortunate that you have to look into the local situation regarding the coronavirus as well. So I really hope that the virus is contained in more countries. Okay, but, again, going back to Catherine's question, learning Korean in general. My first piece of advice always is make it an integral part of your daily life. Just add it to your to-do list every day, or somehow it's gotta happen every day. If it's easy to kind of fall into the trap of, oh, what's the good approach, what's a good method, this trending study technique. But basically, if you study every day, if you spend enough time with a certain language, you will get better at it. If you keep learning, you will get better at it. There's a very low probability of someone studying really, really diligently and cleverly, like every single day, and not improving. So yeah, please spend more time. But again, my second tip for learning Korean is make it all about yourself. When you learn a new word, make a sentence using that word about yourself, about what you want to do, about what you like. And it'll always stick and it'll mean something. The reason I made that Twitter account to answer Korean questions in Spanish is because Spanish is something that I want to improve. And I mean, my Spanish, and I want to make it about my day job, so teaching Korean. So I wanted to combine those two. And I think it's going to be a very good opportunity for me in the future. Okay. Another very deep question, Asia. From your perspective, what is the definition of living a good life? What do you think, guys? I'm curious. What do you think, guys, everyone? What's the definition of having a good life? Having a good life in Korean. So 잘 산다는 것은 무엇일까요? Or 어떤 게 잘 사는 걸까요? You can actually translate what's the definition of good life like this. I don't know if you can see them clearly. Yeah, being happy, doing what you want. Okay, I'm gonna read everybody's comments. Living a good life means to be able to care for yourself and your family surrounding. And Quinn Kelly, a life that if you were to die tomorrow, you can look back and feel content. I agree. Rose, being content, loved, and satisfied. Good life. Good life. I think so too. I think being happy with where you are you happy with what you do every day? Because you're given a new day when you wake up. Are you going to be happy with how the day was spent? Are you working at a place where you are satisfied, or would you rather be somewhere else? Like, are you talking to people that you really want to talk to right now, or are you sitting with somebody, talking to somebody that you want to avoid? If you just center your questions around whether you are happy with every single moment, I think you can find some good answers for the definition of a good life. And in that regard, I love my family. I really, really respect and adore my coworkers. They're amazing. They're very supportive. And yeah, I love my job. So yeah, what can I say? Nothing to complain about. Learning something new every day is also a good thing. Celeste flips, I've learned Hangul, but now I don't know what to do. What should I do? For now, I'm doing vocabulary. Doing vocabulary is a good idea, but you have to put those vocabulary words together into meaningful sentences. So please start with our level 1 lessons. You can go to our site, create an account in the Learning Center. For basic members too, all the core grammar lessons will be there. And yeah, that's the next place to go. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's time to sleep. Thank you for tuning in. If you're in Europe, because I know it's almost midnight or past midnight. Jessica, if I become a K-pop idol, I will live a fulfilled life. They, they don't have it easy all the time. So good luck for you. Jacqueline Forrest, I have no one to practice with. And when I went to Korea, everybody spoke English to me. How do I practice speaking? Yeah, that can be a problem. You go up to someone hoping to practice Korean, and that person just speaks English. It's partially that person's fault for not recognizing which language you want to speak in. But not every native speaker is a good teacher. You already know that. So at the same time, you can't expect pure teacher attitude from every native speaker Korean person that you meet. So try with that person, with another person. Keep trying, and you will also know, who will be your good speaking partner. So do that, and definitely look for language exchange partners using several apps, like including HelloTalk. You can find a lot of Korean people who are eager to do language exchanges. And even with them, if they are only trying to speak, the language that they're learning, another person. Dread Kid Chipdori asks, is it rude to... Okay. Okay, I'll explain first. Is it rude to use somebody's name if they're older than you? It can be if you just use their name. So, my name is Hyunwoo, like that. But if you say 현우 가, the sentence has to be in 반말, right? 현우가 이렇게 말했어요. 현우 said this. 이렇게 means like this. Why am I pointing at this screen? I have to point here. 이렇게 is because nobody can see where I'm pointing. 이렇게 is like this. You can't say this. 시가. So you are still using the person's name, but it has to be accompanied by appropriate suffixes and titles. 현우 씨가. Yeah. So include the person's name, but use a title. Troller Juan, how hard was learning English for you? It was very hard, but it was fun. I actually have a video on my personal channel. If you type in Hyunwoo-sun on YouTube, you will see my personal channel, and the channel trailer is my story of learning English, I believe. You can see it pretty easily. Okay. Okay, a bunch of questions from K-pop Mimi. What is the difference between 보고 싶어요 and 보고 싶다? Okay. Standard present tense conjugation. 보고 싶다 is 싶다 is I want to. 보다 is I mean to see. So 보고 싶다 it means I want to see. If you say 영화 보고 싶어요, it means I want to watch a movie. But 보고 싶다 also as an idiom, it means to miss someone, not a place or something else. It's always only about a person. 보고 싶다. You can't say 뉴욕 보고 싶다. You can't say like that. You can only say 보고 싶다 about a person because 보다 means to meet, right? In this case, so 보고 싶어요. You can say someone to someone 보고 싶어요 to your family or your loved ones, but 보고 싶다 is like exclamation, talking to yourself, exclaiming 보고 싶다, 엄마 보고 싶다, talking to yourself. So you can say 보고 싶다 to another person directly, but half as an exclamation, half as a direct message. Mm-hmm. Daniel once 내가, it's pronounced as 니가, and we have a video on our channel. Type in this word. 계속 여기를 가리키고 있어요. Type in this word on our YouTube channel in the search bar. For the channel content, you will see a detailed video for it. It means you as the subject. Rebecca, I'm curious, what made you decide to learn Spanish? YouTube. I was getting many comentarios en español, and I wanted to understand. So that's why. And I saw some similarities to English. So I thought, why not? ¿Por qué no? Okay. Jorens, how is 작성하다 different from 쓰다 and 적다? Okay, 작성하다, 쓰다, 적다. 쓰다 is the most common word for writing something. 썼어요. 이거 누가 썼어요? Who wrote this on the board? 누가 썼어요? 적다 is to write something down, like your name. 여기에 이름을 적어주세요. Write your name here. 적다, writing. Like you think you're saying something amazing, and then you're a teacher, and you can tell your students, 적어, write it down. 작성하다 is a very formal way to say write something. So fill in a form. 여기에 작성해 주세요. I'm getting a regular health checkup tomorrow morning. I'm only eating porridge today, which is not exciting, and I have to skip dinner. And last night, I had to fill out a form, like a very detailed form, and on every page, 작성하세요, like write it down, or fill it out. Every page said 작성하세요. It's that formal. Daniela, yo aprendo coreano en inglés, en English, pero estoy emocionada por el Twitter en español. I am interested in Arabic, definitely. I will learn, but yeah, a little later. I've actually listened to a bunch of lessons, audio lessons before, and I'm very, very interested. Dreadkid asks, is 선생님 used as a title for more than just teachers? Great question. 선생님 is a teacher, but you can put it after other job titles like 의사 선생님, doctor. You can never call someone 의사. It's not an appropriate title to use to refer to somebody directly. And my laptop, it's losing battery power really quickly. Where is it? 충전해야 돼요. 배터리가 지금 17%밖에 없어요. So you can put it after 간호사 선생님, 의사 선생님, 간호사 선생님. But more commonly with older people, it's common to see them just referring to just anyone, 선생님. Anyone who is older than you and anyone that you want to show respect to, you can put 선생님. Yeah, and then it's fine. Okay. The connection is a little bit on and off, but I'm gonna ask one question that I always ask at the end of a live chat. I'm gonna finish up very soon. Would you like to see this more? I can do short live sessions almost every day if you want, like before I begin my work. By the way, I'm alone at the office right now. We've told everyone to work from home. There are people who are still coming in for filming and stuff, but we just figured it would be easier for everyone to work from home and save time on the commute. So nobody's listening to me. Okay, yeah. The last time I tried this, I had my phone here. This is our new sticker, by the way, hiding the Apple logo. We're sending out these stickers with our books these days for 1,000 people who place an order for books during the sale period. I think these are going out really fast, and we have some stickers with Chuyeon's faces here and there. Yeah, the screen is on. So yeah, but anyway, so I tried on Instagram and YouTube joint live stream session before. Takjin is here. But I was too distracted, so I will do a YouTube session and an Instagram session. Yes, please. How do you say that as a translation? You have to be more specific. 네, 네, 꼭 해주세요. 예, 화질이 왜 이렇죠? How's the coronavirus situation in Korea? I actually answered this question in the beginning of the live chat. So to give you a quick summary, things are getting better and people are being careful, cautious, but generally we're doing okay. And all the questions that I didn't get to answering, I'll try a more fast-paced question answering session next time. And if you have a question that you want to ask me, please go to Twitter, twitter.com/ttmik, ask me those questions and I will answer them publicly so that other people can see your question and my answer too. Okay. Helen, what is the difference between e and e? They're just different vowels used in different words. Don't worry too much about how the sounds are different. You can, recognize, oh, this e is only used in these words. You cannot just replace e with e and, make the word mean something. Yes, everyone, please say and be healthy. I know many of you are staying at home and also trying to make some good use out of your time. Learning a new language is also a good idea. It doesn't only have to be Korean. It doesn't only have to be with us. Talk to Me Korean. We have other great channels that you can watch, right? Including Billy, Korean Annie, and other channels as well. So please be healthy. And I'll be back very soon. 감사합니다.